Hooray for Hollywood! Hello there, Stan the Movie Man with your WIMZ.com movie review. This week, a understandable lack of interest in the movie poll, but the winner was 47 Ronin, starring Keanu Reeves and a bunch of Asian actors whose names I'm not even going to attempt to butcher, their character names as well. Keanu plays a half-breed who is found in the wilderness running from something. They don't know what exactly. He's got these scars across his head, which can be seen, of course, only when he is bald. At first, the first person who finds him, who is the son of the leader of this particular province in Japan, wants to kill him. But his father decides to bring him into the fold. However, he's always considered an outcast, so he's really more of a servant, and a lowly servant at that. He grows up and becomes very proficient in the ways of the samurai, even though he can never truly be one. When the leader of the province is forced to commit ritual suicide to atone for something he did to a visitor of a visiting leader of another province, all of the leader's samurai are forced to become Ronin, which is samurai without a leader, which is considered very dishonorable, and then Reeves' character is sold into slavery. A year later, as the dead king's daughter is about to be forced to marry the leader who her father injured, the Ronin reform and find Keanu's character, and they go on this quest to restore their honor and the honor of their leader. There's lots of mystical elements thrown in because Keanu's character is referred to as a demon. And there's a witch who works for the bad guy of the film. Apparently what Keanu was running from was some sort of mystical element. Boy, this movie's a slog. It takes forever to get going. It is only really interesting when there's a lot of special effects. The witch can sort of transform herself into this silk scarf that floats around and flows around stuff as she is transporting herself from one place to another. She's also able to transform herself into other creatures. And that part looks really good. The samurai action looks very good. There's a point when Keanu is sold into slavery and is battling this giant ogre-looking thing. That fight looks pretty good. But unless they're fighting or doing some magical, mystical stuff, the film just is paced glacially. It makes the first Hobbit movie look like a hyperactive romp. So while it certainly looks good, and, you know, Keanu sticks out like a sore thumb amongst all of this. He's supposed to be a half-breed, but, you know, he doesn't look the least bit Asian. You know, of course, he's the savior of this group, and it's kind of the white guy has to come in and save the foreign people, or actually he's the foreign guy, but you know what I mean. It's kind of like with Avatar and Dances with Wolves, and pretty much any movie where a white guy gets brought into a foreign culture. There's not nearly enough action in it to make it interesting. It isn't bad enough to be funny, and it takes itself so seriously that it's kind of funny at how it does that, but not very. I can't recommend you go see it unless you're just a huge fan of Keanu, or, you know, sword fighting, or Japan, feudal Japan, or whatever. But I really can't suggest you go see it. I'm giving it one guitar. Go to WIMZ.com to read my complete review, as well as to vote on the movie that I see next time. Your questions or comments are always welcome. Feel free to send them to me at StanTheMovieMan@att.net, and you can follow me on Twitter at MovieManStan. Till next time, sayonara!